What's up? It's your boy Gazi Gazi Plays, and today I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to play Loki. So without further ado, let's get into it. To start things off, let's first talk about his role. If you don't know already, Loki is a strategist, or in other words, a support. But the reason why these characters aren't called supports is because they have a ton of strategy and depth to their gameplay, and depending on the difficulty results in how much depth and timing and learning you have to do with these characters. And Loki, at the time of this recording, is currently the hardest character in the game and also has the most depth and strategy to his gameplay. Up next, let's talk about his abilities. His primary fire is a projectile that either heals allies or damages enemies. His melee also has a special gimmick where every time you melee someone from behind them, you do more damage. His first ability generates a field that you or your allies can enter, and whenever you do, it converts all the damage that you take into healing. His second ability allows him to place up to 2 clones out at the same time, and these clones copy you whenever you use your primary fire or when you pop your magical field. His third ability allows him to swap positions with any of the 2 clones as long as you're within the range of them. And even if there's a building between you and the clone, you can still swap positions with them. His fourth ability allows you to go invisible for however long you want and places a clone where you was just at. And if you use a skill or attack, it will also deactivate the invisibility. And finally, his ultimate allows him to copy any ally or foe, and for 15 seconds he gets full access to the kit of the person he copied. On top of that, full charge of their ultimate as well. Loki also has a special team up with Hela where if he dies and Hela kills someone within a certain amount of time, Loki is able to get revived back. But if Loki is still alive and Hela gets a kill, he is granted bonus health. And this also applies to Thor as well. If you made it this far into the video and want to dive further into the community, I do got a Discord link, will be in the description below. There we talk about Marvel Rivals, anime, manga, and whatnot. And if you're interested, feel free to stop by, we'll love to have you. And finally, let's talk about the playstyle. If you haven't realized it yet, Loki's whole gameplay revolves around him using his clones to keep the team alive and to apply pressure to enemies. In neutral during a match, usually what you want to do is that with Loki, you want to get your clones out as soon as you can so you can get the maximum amount of heals and damage. However, if you do want to get full use of your clones, when placing them, you want to go ahead and put them at 2 different angles. Reason why is so that you can heal your teammates from 2 different angles, so if they're blocked off from one angle, you'll be able to keep them alive from the other angle. This also gives you more escape options. For example, if a Black Panther or a Spidey tries to flank you and tries to take you out, you can swap to one of your other clones that's in a different position and stay alive longer. You do also have your invisibility that you can use to get you out of situations, but I wouldn't rely on it too much because of 2 reasons. 1, there is a bit of a cooldown between uses, and 2, splash damage can take you out of it as well. For example, like Iron Man's projectiles or Scarlet Witch's little field that she can pop out. The field is also a great way to keep your team alive, and on top of that, because it converts damage into healing, it's a great way to avoid getting killed by tons of ults. For example, like Iron Man's ult, or even Hela's ultimate, or even Star-Lord's ultimate. There is a bit of a weakness to this ability though as well. Whenever you do pop this ability, there is a stone that appears above your head and the head of your clones as well. And if somebody does destroy it, it also destroys the field as well. So do keep that in mind when popping it. When deciding on who to copy to pop your ultimate, I would recommend, if possible, to go for your teammates, because copying your teammates is a lot easier than copying your enemies. You also need to be able to read the situation and decide whether your team needs an ultimate for kills or if it needs an ultimate to stay alive. Double ulting with your ally is also a really good strat too. For example, if you're with your Scarlet Witch and you copy her and y'all both go for your ultimates, if on the chance you don't get both the ults off, the chances are you at least getting one of them off is really high. And that's everything on how to play Loki. But if I did leave something out or you did discover something new, feel free to put it in the comments below so you can share with everyone else to help each other out. But yeah, if you do want more Marvel Rivals on the channel, why don't you know, go support your boy. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Y'all take it easy.